Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, I rise to speak in favor of this bill. Many years ago, I got this idea, and I wrote a constitutional amendment, and I passed it, and the voters approved it, and it was that the beaches in Texas would always be open to the public. We passed that. And some years later, we decided that we wanted in Texas essentially to move NASA to South Texas in the form of SpaceX. We embraced that, and I embrace it. I embraced it. And believe me, the people in South Texas have embraced it as well, as I think many across the state have. So when it comes to this issue, and we took it up in state affairs. When it comes to this issue about when you're having launches, whether it is safe for people to be out on the beach, kind of common sense tells you it's probably not a safe thing to do. It doesn't seem so complicated to me. And when we talk about this issue about whether should the county or the city be in charge of making that call, I think of Laredo, the city that I represent. The bridges in Laredo, which have made us the busiest port in the Western Hemisphere, the bridges are run by the city of Laredo. Now, the county of Webb cares about it, and they're interested in it, but in my community, it's very clear. The city is where the rubber meets the road, and they make the decision, and they make the calls when it comes to our bridges and to trade. This I view in a very similar way. The city where these launches are occurring are much more likely to know when it is safe and when it is not. And we're not talking about shutting these beaches down for days on end. That's not what we're talking about here. So at the end of the day, for me, it is what's safest. What is safest for the people that want to go on those beaches during that time? And I believe that the city is more likely to know than the county. It's not that complicated. I don't understand why it has become a complicated issue, because I just don't think it is. So I speak in favor of this. I hope you will vote for it. We have decided we want to bring, I say NASA, SpaceX to South Texas. We've embraced it. It has meant a lot in terms of economic development. It means a lot in terms of the role that Texas plays in space travel and discovery and exploration, and I'm glad for that. Texas should take the lead anytime that we can.
Mr. Speaker.
So, members, I hope you will vote for this bill.
Mr. Speaker.
Floor is for
Will the
what
gentleman
purpose?
yield for a question and a
Mr.
comment?
Raymond, would you yield?
I will yield to the lady from Laredo.
Representative Raymond, do you
She
realize that there's a lot of endangered species that live pretty close to the area of SpaceX?
I don't know the number, but it has nothing to do with when the beaches get closed, because
I get that.
there's a launch that is going on.
But the FAA is supposed to be charged with making sure that it's safe for endangered species. And I just want to make a comment about we need to be, not just having explosions and blowing up things so often that we're going to disturb the natural wildlife, especially where there are habitats for endangered species such as ocelot and turtles and others. So I just want to say something about the animals and hope that the FAA will do that. And there are groups, are you aware that there are groups like Defenders of Wildlife and those Centers for Biological Diversity, who say that the FAA is not doing its job in protecting these animals and they need to do a better job of doing that. And I just wanted to make you aware of that.
Well, we'll make sure we tell the FAA that, but that has nothing to do with this bill and the issue at hand. But thank you for getting a plug in there about animals and plants to the FAA. I mean,
yes,
hopefully they're listening.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. But that has nothing to do with this bill. I move past. Well, I support it.
Chair recognizes